What?
What's up, guys?
We're
back
with
again, another video. Today I'm here with my brother. We're gonna be predicting the scores. Sorry I haven't done this in a long time. This is a hard video to make because I have to go to school. Okay. First prediction, Everton versus Crystal Palace.
They've both been in very good form. But right now, Crystal Palace is losing against Sheffield at the time of recording. But I don't expect Crystal Palace winning this. I think it will be a 2-1 Everton.
I think that Crystal Palace can cause an upset. I think
Really?
Crystal Palace can beat Everton 2-1. Okay.
The next one.
We're moving on.
Brighton, Watford.
Brighton versus Watford might be our hard one to predict.
Watford has been on good form, but they're now starting to slip up a bit.
I will probably go for Watford to say that Brighton's losing to West Ham 3-1 right now. Not trying to be rude to West Ham fans, but you guys are in 16th, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, 15th. Okay, Brighton versus West Ham, 3-1 Brighton. 3-1 Watford, 3-1 Watford, not West Ham. 3-1 Watford.
I think it'll be 1-1 draw.
Just say 3-1 Watford 10 times faster and you'll see how hard it is. Sheffield United versus Bournemouth. I like both of these clubs, not gonna lie. But I like Sheffield more. I just love how Sheffield started from the bottom. Now we're here to the top. And Sheffield United will probably beat Bournemouth, not gonna lie. 1-0, because Sheffield don't score that much. Bournemouth don't allow that much.
I wouldn't be surprised if it's a draw, being honest. Bournemouth could cause an upset. Right now, they are winning at the moment. I wouldn't be surprised if they do cause an upset, but I think it would be a 1-0 Sheffield.
Man City versus West Ham. I'm a Man City fan. Let's go, Man City. We're going to be beating West Ham 3-1.
I think it would be a 2-1 Man City where Sterling will score 1 and Aguero will score 1.
But Raheem Sterling's injured.
Oh, yeah, he is injured. I think it will be Morris then.
Wolves versus Leicester. I think Leicester are on a bad run of form. They just lost to Aston Villa in the Carabao Cup. Surprising. Big props to Aston Villa, man.
They drew today against Chelsea as well. Leicester.
And it's Chelsea. Not trying to be rude to Chelsea, but why would you lift a transfer ban and not make any transfers? And Wolves versus Leicester. I'm going for a 1-1 draw.
I think Wolves will win. I think it will be a 2-1 win for Wolves.
Southampton versus Burnley. Now, here is a hard game to predict. Southampton is a great run of form. Burnley are doing not so bad, not so good. But Burnley is quite good away.
Yeah, I think Burnley's better at the turf more. I think I'll go home game advantage. Southampton 2, Burnley 0.
I say Southampton 3, Burnley 2. Norwich, Liverpool. I remember what happened the last time these two teams played.
4-1.
4-1, but Alisson got injured. It didn't mean anything, but let's move on, okay? I think Norwich will lose 0-3 to see the stats that they're in right now.
Yeah, I think 0-3. We shake on it.
Yeah. Aston Villa versus Tottenham. Aston Villa versus Tottenham. I'm going for easy square win for Tottenham. 0-1.
I think it'll be Aston Villa 1, Tottenham 1. I wouldn't be surprised if Aston Villa actually wins as well.
Okay, now we have Arsenal Newcastle. My brother is an Arsenal fan, and the state Arsenal are in right now, 10th place.
It's not the best being an Arsenal fan, but if we win the Europa League, I think we'll be not in the worst state, but it would be an okay if we at least get Europa League. We're aiming for Champions League early on the season. At the start of
How has your
season,
Champions League plans been going?
Let me speak. At the start of the season, we've been focusing on Champions League. And at the start, we were playing well. First 2 games, we got 2 wins. And then we lost against Liverpool. That was an expected loss, if you ask me. We drew against Tottenham. We're 2-0 down. And then we drew again against Watford. After the Watford draw, Arsenal started going on a slump. If we would have beat Watford when we drew 2-2, if we would have beat Watford, we would have actually won on top of Man City.
Now we're moving on to Chelsea, the
What do you
big...
predict?
Oh, yeah, I forgot to predict. But my prediction is 2-2.
I think it'll be a 1-0 win for Arsenal.
Both teams are high-scoring.
Who?
But Arsenal and Newcastle.
No, we're done that prediction. Now we're on the next prediction.
Okay, I'm just saying my words about Arsenal and Newcastle. Both teams are high-scoring, but their defense... At the moment, Newcastle's defense is poor. But they have a good defense, but at the moment, it's doing poor. Okay, Chelsea, Man United...
I think since Bruno Fernandes joined Man U, I think Man U will have a refresh in their squad and it'll start going on a win streak.
I don't. Man U's Man U, always at the wheel. Tell me, how good does it feel, Man United fans? How does Aguero feel? Okay, Chelsea versus Man U, I think
it would be a 1-2 win for Man U.
I think it's gonna be... I can't expect anything a slumber party, 0-0. Okay, now moving on to the other people's predictions. Okay, Everton Crystal Palace. 57% of people predict Everton's gonna be beating Crystal Palace. Oh, Liverpool just scored. Who scored for them? Hendo. But they're going to replays with Shrewsbury, so 17% of...
Aren't they away for the replay?
Yeah, I think so.
They lost at home.
Yeah.
That's actually pretty mad.
They drew.
I mean, they drew at home. Sorry.
Yeah. 26% of people predict a draw and 17% of people predict Crystal Palace. Most of these people do not know the state that Everton are in right now. Drawing 2-2 with Watford. Brighton, Watford. 43% of people predict Brighton. 27% of people predict a draw. And that big round number of 30% of people predict that Watford will be able to beat Brighton. Sheffield versus Bournemouth. 57% of people predict Sheffield. 25% of people predict the draw. And 18% predict a Bournemouth win. Sheffield's... You'd never want to go to Bramall Lane. It's one of those places, like the Molineux. You never want to go there. Like, it's one of those places where they might cause an upset. Man City, West Ham, 89% of people predict Man City. 8% of people predict a draw. And that big number of 3% of people predict that West Ham is going to beat Man City. Wolves versus Leicester. This is actually a tight one. 37% of people predict Wolves. 28% of people predict a draw. And 35% of people predict a Leicester win. Tight, very tight. Southampton versus Burnley. 54% of people predict Southampton. 26% of people predict predict a draw, and 20% of people predict Burnley. What place is Burnley? Burnley's at the state of 14th right now. Southampton's in 11th. Southampton's a big team. They can cause upsets. I mean, they're not a big team. Sorry if I'm offending you Southampton fans. But they are like Sheffield. You don't want to go to St. Mary's. Norwich versus Liverpool. 11% of people predict Norwich. 18% of people predict the draw. And that small number of 71% of people predict that Liverpool is going to beat Norwich. Okay, Tottenham versus Aston Villa, man. Tottenham has 51% of people go win. 25% of people predict the draw, and 24% of people predict Aston Villa. Okay. I just love talking like that when I'm talking about Tottenham. Okay, next team. Newcastle, Arsenal. Now 64% of people predict an Arsenal win. What do you have to say about that?
I think that's fair. Arsenal's the expected club to win.
But at the moment.
Even at the moment, Arsenal's the expected. Whether you like it or you
At the moment, Newcastle is above Arsenal.
Yeah, true. But I still think Arsenal is the expected club to go up and win. And if we don't win this, I think we might be in trouble.
Did you know that Sheffield are only 11 points clear of relegation? That is 5th place. Only 11 points clear. And you're in 5th place. I mean, the table's tight. And Chelsea, Man U. 51% of people predict that Chelsea is going to beat Man U. 25% of people predict a draw. And 24% of people predict Man U. Oh, shoot. Liverpool scored again. Mo Salah. But once you look at the stats, 15 shots for Southampton. Southampton might have been doing really good here. Okay, now, that's it for